Hi, I have in my hand here the outer case for a Zorro mobile power bank. Okay, basically the storage capacity is 2,500 milliamp hours. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to move this case out of the way and we'll look at the main event, which is a little bit larger than a credit card. You can see that it very handily slot into a pocket, so it's definitely a good bit smaller than a mobile phone itself. Okay, and if we just look at here, we'll say that we have an input on it, and the input there, I'm not sure if you can fully focus in on it, but not to worry, it's a micro USB input. And on the output side, what it has is, just going to pull it up here, a little lead here that would slot directly into your phone to charge it. Okay, so the charging time on this is around 4 hours. Probably you could charge it faster than that, but it's that the stated time is 4 hours. And the input on it is 5 volts 1 amp, and the output on it is 5 volts and 1 amp. So it makes it ideal for charging phones, a little bit small for tablets, both in terms of the charge that it can hold and also the output levels on it. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to demonstrate it actually in action here. What we have is a smartphone here, it's a Samsung, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to insert this USB directly in here. When I do it, excuse me now, you'll see it just charges up and says 56%, and actually begins the charging process on the phone. Okay, so it's very effective from that perspective, and it's very neat the way the cable unwinds on it. Now, two associated products with this that I'm going to talk to you about are, the first one is a cable that will allow you to charge this. So you could choose to charge this directly off a PC, or you could charge it off a wall charge or something like that. So what we can do here is we can just insert this cable here. It's a micro USB on one end, that goes into the charging port here, and with the USB port on the far end, which come off a PC or etc. But in this case, we have just a smartphone charger. This gives a 5 volt 1 amp output. Now just remember that when you're choosing chargers or choosing what to use this with, that if you overspec the amperage, there's no significant problems. So if you use, let's say, a 2 amp output on a 1 amp device, there's no problem there. But if you come along and you underspec, we'll say, and use the 1 amp power unit onto something that demands 2 amps or more than 1 amp, then you can actually cause damage. So that's just a rule of thumb to be aware of. So that's it. So it's a really nice product. You know, it sits really well with the range of products and cables, etc. that we sell. We have a larger version of this that has it's bulkier and it's more suited for tablets and things like this. But I think it's a really great product simply because it's so neat and compact, and it just has such great uses. If you're going to a concert or something like that for a few days, just a bit rather than having all problems charging your phone, be able to bring something like this with you. So that's it anyway, an overview of the Zorro 2,500 milliamp hour mobile power bank.